Hello there, this is Jabmaster Daniel 96, and in today's video, I'll be talking about the Andor Season 1 finale and then give my overall thoughts on Season 1 of Andor, so let's get to it. So the finale is the Rix Road, and the main setting is we're mostly on Ferrix, and then, Cassian will return to Ferrix. We have Luthen there, and then we'll have Cyril there, and then, there's this big gathering that they'll have, and then B2 Emo will deliver a hologram speech of Marva, which is Cassian's mom, which Marva is dead, which happened in the previous episode before the finale. And then, Marva, near the end of her speech, will say, "Fight the Empire." Then the Empire will, kick over B2 Emo. And then we have this epic brawl in the streets against the Empire. And it's just one of the most powerful moments in Star Wars. And this is one of the best battles in Star Wars. If we're talking definitely in terms of, the movies and shows, this is definitely up there with those. So that's that there. And then, Cassian will see Bix again. We see Bix in the aftermath after a torture from a few episodes back. And then, Cyril will save that blonde Imperial officer. And we have a moment there, so that's that there. So we have that moment. And then near the end, we see Cassian meet up with Luthen. And then they go off together. And then the post-credit scene is the Death Star. And then the parts Cassian had was, pretty much parts for the Death Star. Which, it all goes full circle. Because in Rogue One, the Death Star kills him. And he even built parts for it in this series. So it all goes full circle. So there you have it there. Even though I don't know the air circle I drew was that perfect. So, you get the idea on full circle. So that's that there. My overall thoughts on the series? I really did enjoy this season. I think I was blown away. It just, kept getting better and better every week. And this show really fleshed out Cassian much more than I could have imagined. When we thought of a Cassian Andor show, we'll probably see him meet K2SO, but they took a different approach. I think, they're saving him from meeting K2SO later on. I know it's established in the comics and everything, but in the series, it's up for debate if how faithfully they'll follow it, but that's a discussion for another time. So that's that. I just really enjoyed, even with them starting the series, I really liked how, we got flashbacks to when Cassian was a kid, and then how Marva, raised him and all that, and then, his life on Ferrix. So, it was interesting, and then him meeting Luthen, and then him with the Aldani Rebels, and then we go to the other stuff that will happen later, how he gets in the prison and all that, and then the relations he builds with the other inmates, so that's something there, and then how it all goes full circle in the finale, and all that, him going back to Ferrix, and then can't wait to see where him and Luthen go. And also, I think this is the best we've got out of Mon Mothma as well. Even this series really fleshes out Mon Mothma in a good way. I think this even adds a lot more layers to the character. What we've seen in other media, but I think Mon Mothma in Andor really brings her to a whole another level, in my opinion. So that's that with Mon Mothma. And even seeing the Imperial side of things. We got to go back to Coruscant in the which was pretty awesome. So, yeah, that there. There's just a lot of good things that go on in this series. And if I was to rank it with the 4 live-action shows we have, it would go Andor, Kenobi, Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. Ranking it with the animated shows is a tough one. But it is one of the best things out of the Disney era for Star Wars, and it is, in my opinion, the top 10 best things we've gotten under the Disney era for Star Wars. So that list goes Rebels, Andor, Kenobi, Tales of the Jedi, Clone Wars Season 7, The High Republic, Rogue One, The Last Jedi, Solo, Jedi Fallen Order, honorable mentions, Mandalorian, and Visions. So that's my thing for the best we got out of the Disney era. And if you haven't seen this series for Andor, I highly recommend. Like, if you slept on this series, you're doing yourself a disservice. And this show, if you love Rogue One, this will make you love Rogue One even more. And if you're not a fan of Rogue One, I think this will make you appreciate that movie. So, those are my thoughts, and that does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter, DanRS87, Instagram, JMD96, Facebook, JamMasterDaniel96. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you. Bye.